Hello students, today we start P chart. P chart means what? It is also known as fraction defective chart or you can say proportion of defective charts. In question paper you have to identify these questions using this word, that is fraction defective chart or you can say proportion defective. If they have to given this word, then you have to draw what? P chart, right? Now in P chart you have to use the number of defectives, that is x, right? In P chart we are having two types. First one, when sample size is same, and another one, that is when the sample size is not same. So first we talk about when sample size, that is small n, is what? Same, right? So the first we have to find P bar, that is sigma x upon n into n, where x means what? Number of defectives, that is given in the question. N means what? That is sample size, that is fixed over here. And n means what? Capital N means what? Number of samples, that is given in the questions. Either it will be 10, 15, 12, whatever, right? Now we have to find control limits. Control limits, in that first we have to find central line, that is equals to P bar. Next we have to find UCL, that is P bar plus 3 square root of P bar 1 minus P bar upon small n, and lower control limit, that is P bar minus square root of P bar 1 minus P bar upon n. So these are the three formulas. Over here we have to draw a fraction defective chart. So also over here we have to find proportion, that is fraction, that is called sample proportion, that is equals to x upon n, means number of defectives divided by sample size, right? So up to this we have to remember for draw what? P chart. Using this information we may draw what? P chart, right? Let me take one example for what? P chart. Now we will take one question for what? P chart. This question is university was asked in March April 2017. 15 samples, each of 50 items. 15 samples, each of 50 items, means 50 samples means over here capital N is what? 15, and small n is what? 50. Each of 50 items were taken from a production process, and the number of defectives in each sample was recorded as follows. Number of defectives means what? These are number of defectives, that is our x. Draw proportion of defective charts. Over here word is what? Proportion of defective charts. That's why we draw what? P chart, right? And give your findings on the control of process, right? Now over here first we have to find what? P bar, that is sigma x upon n into n, that is equals to sigma x. Sigma x means what? Sum of all this number of defectives. The total of this is 105. If you make total, then the answer is what? 105. And n, capital N is 15, small n is 50, 105, 750. The answer is 0.14. This is our P bar. Now we have to find UCL, that is now we have to find control limits. In that first one we have to find central line, that is same as P bar, that is equals to 0.40. Now we have to find UCL, that is P bar plus 3 square root of P bar 1 minus P bar upon n. So P bar is 0.14 plus 3 square root of 0.14, 1 minus 14 divided by over here is 50. Now 0.14 plus 3 square root of 0.14 into 0.86 divided by 50. Now 0.14 plus 3 into, now simplify this whole is answer. First you have to multiply this, then divide it by 50, then the answer is 0.002408. Now 0.14 plus 3 into, now square root of this is 0.049. Now 0.14 plus multiply with this, then answer 0.50. Therefore the total of this is 0.29. So this is our upper control limit. Now we have to find lower control limit, that is LCL. The formula is P bar minus 3 square root of P bar 1 minus P bar upon N. Now this whole calculation is same. You have to repeat all these steps again and again. Just you have to change over here what? In place of plus you have to write down what? Minus. I write only last step, that is 0.14 minus 0.50. Then answer minus 0.01, which is negative. And we know that if lower control limit is negative, then it will take it as a what? 0. Because lower control limit cannot be what? Negative. We don't take it as a negative, right? Now these all are our control limits. Now we have to find what? Sample proportion, that is equals to x upon n. For all these samples we have to find proportion. First 4 divided by 50, then answer is 0.08. Next 10 divided by 50, then answer 0.2. Next 2 divided by 50, then answer 0.04. Then 5 divided by 50, then 0.1. Then 7 divided by 50, then answer 0.14. Next 16 divided by 50, then answer 0.32. Next 12 divided by 50, then answer 0.24. Next 5 divided by, then answer 0.1. Next 2 divided by, then answer 0.04. Then 8 divided by 50, answer 0.16. 9 divided by 50, answer 0.18. 15 divided by 15 divided by 50, then answer 0.3. Next 0 divided by something means 0. 2 divided by 50 means 0.04. Next 8 divided by 50 means 0.16. So these all are what? Our sample proportion, right? Now using this central line, UCL, LCL as well as this sample proportion, we draw what? Our graph, right? Over here we write down this CL, that is 0.14, UCL that is equals to 0.29 and LCL that is equals to 0, right? Now we draw the chart of this data. Now we start to draw the graph, right, using this data. Now on x-axis, this is our x-axis, this is your y-axis. On x-axis we have to take sample number. Total we are having sample is what? 15. On x-axis we have to take it 1 centimeter is equals to 1 unit. On y-axis we have to take, over here the minimum value is 0, that is lower control, and maximum value is, that is 0.32. So we have to, over here we have to take, that is 1 centimeter is equals to what? 0.04, right? Then another 1 centimeter 0.08, right? So 1 centimeter is equals to 0.04 unit, right? up to we have to take 0.36, right? Now first we have to draw central line, that is 0.14. 0.14 means 0.12 and 0.16. Between these two there is one dark line, that we have to take it as a what, 0.14. so you have to draw over here, that is central line 0.14. Next UCL. Now UCL is equals to 0.29, right? Now 0.29 means what? Above 28. Now you have to take above 28 means what? There is dark line between 0.28 0.32, right? And dark line and between this on graph paper, on dark line as well as this, you have to take it as a what, center of this. Over, suppose over here dark line, then you have to take this center as a what, 0.29, because 0.28, 29, 30, 31 and 32. So you have to take over here, this is UCL is equals to 0.29. Next lower control limit, that is equals to 0. So this is our x-axis, that is lower control limit is equals to what, 0. Now one by one we put all this point. First sample proportion, right, that is 0.08. so number 1 0.08, number 2 0.2 means 20. One by one we joined also. Next 3 0.04, next 0.1 means 0.1 means what, 0.08 and 0.12 उसके बीच में जो आएगा that is our 0.1. Next fifth one, that is 0.14. तो 12 as well as 16 उसके between वो तो ये ही line है ना, that is 0.15 14. Next 0.32. Now 6 1 0.32 means over here. Next 0.24. Next 0.1 again over here between 0.08 and 0.08 and 12. Next 9.1, that is 9.1, that is 0.04. Next 10th, that is 0.16, that is over here. Next that is 0.18 between 16 and 20. Next 12th one, that is 0.3 means between 28 and 30. Next 0, that is same over here on x-axis, we have to take it as a 0. Next 0.04, that is over here. Next last one, that is 0.16. So this is our graph. Now from this graph we have to give the conclusion, right? Now conclusion is what? Here 2 points are above the upper control limits. That's why the process is not under control, right? So we have to write here 2 points are above the UCL, therefore the process is not under control. So this is the final answer of our this P chart, and this is all about what? P chart. Clear?